There's a reason Jesus allowed the wine to run out. It wasn't because he forgot. It wasn't because he didn't care. It was because the best was saved for last. You've waited, you've prayed, you've watched others get blessed while you're still stuck in the middle of your story. But what's coming for you will make the wait make sense. Jesus said in Luke 5:39, "No one after drinking old wine wants the new, for they say the old is better." You're not behind. You're not forgotten. You're being aged for greatness. Remember Joseph, thrown into a pit by his brothers, sold like property, falsely accused, forgotten in prison for years. If you looked at just that chapter, you think God abandoned him. But behind the silence, God was preparing him for a throne. James 1:12 says, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life." Don't give up. The enemy isn't after your job or your relationship. He's after your faith. He wants you to break right before the breakthrough. In Moses, God told him to speak to the rock, but Moses struck it twice out of frustration. He got impatient and it cost him the promised land. Not because he didn't love God, but because sometimes our pain gets louder than our obedience. Let that be a warning, not a prophecy. Isaiah 40:31 says, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles." Not those who wait on a pastor, not a spouse, not a boss, but the Lord. Waiting when God is silent is one of the hardest things we'll ever do. Ask Hannah. She wept for years while others mocked her. But in 1 Samuel 1, she kept praying, and God gave her Samuel, a prophet who would change history. Ask Noah. He built an ark with no rain in sight. For 120 years, he looked crazy until the skies broke open. God is never late, but he's never early either. He shows up when it matters most. So even if it feels like nothing is moving, hold on. His grace is still enough, even when it hurts, even when the doors keep closing, even when you're tired of pretending to be strong, even when you're the last one still believing. Because Proverbs 24:16 says, "Though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again." And maybe, just maybe, the wine had to run out so that heaven could show you what only heaven can provide. If this stirs something in your spirit, don't scroll past it. Share it with someone who's been stuck in the waiting. And if you still believe God is saving his best for you, type "God, I'll wait for your best" in the comments.